A poor student marries a 71-year-old millionaire woman, but 7 days later, a shocking secret is revealed, leaving everyone shocked. It was a rainy evening in a small Texas college town when Liam Hayes, a 23-year-old law student burdened by crushing debt, trudged home from his part-time job. His father's passing had left his family drowning in unpaid bills. His younger sister's tuition loomed overhead, and his mother's medical expenses piled higher each month. Life felt like a losing battle. Then his phone rang. The voice on the other end belonged to Catherine Brooks, a 71-year-old millionaire widow with an offer that seemed too strange to be real. "Meet me tomorrow. It concerns your future," she said cryptically. The next evening, Liam arrived at the upscale cafe Catherine had chosen, his nerves on edge. The rain outside mirrored his turmoil, and as he stepped in, he spotted her immediately. Catherine Brooks sat poised at a corner table, her elegance unmistakable. Silver hair perfectly styled, eyes sharp as steel, and an aura of authority that filled the room. "Liam, thank you for coming," she greeted, gesturing for him to sit. He hesitated, unsure of what to expect. "I know about your struggles, your debts, your mother's health, your sister's tuition," she began, her voice calm yet piercing. "How do you know all this?" Liam asked, startled. "I have my ways," she replied with a faint smile. Then she leaned forward and dropped the bombshell. "Marry me, Liam. I'll take care of everything, your debts, your family, your future." Liam stared at her, speechless. "Why me? Why would you do this?" Her response was chillingly composed. "It's not about love, it's business. I need a companion. Think of it as a contract." His mind raced. The weight of her proposal loomed large. Salvation for his family, or a life entangled in something far beyond his control. The days that followed were a whirlwind. Liam wrestled with Catherine's shocking proposal, his conscience battling his desperation. His family's financial struggles loomed over every waking moment. His mother's treatments were overdue, and his sister's dreams of attending college seemed to fade with each passing day. Could he sacrifice his pride and dreams for their sake? Finally, unable to bear the weight of their suffering, Liam returned to the cafe. Catherine sat waiting, her calm demeanor unwavering. "You've decided," she said, more a statement than a question. Liam nodded, his voice barely above a whisper. "I'll do it." Within a week, the courthouse ceremony took place. It was swift, clinical, and devoid of sentiment. Catherine handed him a tailored suit, ensured the paperwork was flawless, and delivered a single phrase after the vows. "Welcome to your new life, Mr. Harrison." Her sprawling mansion loomed before him like a monolithic fortress as they arrived. Inside, its opulence overwhelmed him. Towering ceilings, polished marble floors, and antiques that seemed to carry secrets. Yet, it felt cold, devoid of life. The unease deepened as days passed. Catherine's staff avoided his gaze, their whispers fueling his suspicions. Locked doors lined the hallways, and Catherine's cryptic remarks about unfinished business left Liam on edge. Something wasn't right. One restless night, Liam's curiosity overwhelmed him. The key he'd found earlier glinted in the dim light, begging him to uncover the mansion's secrets. Heart pounding, he crept through the silent halls until he reached the ornate door that had intrigued him for days. With a trembling hand, he inserted the key. The lock clicked, echoing ominously. The room was a stark contrast to the mansion's grandeur, dusty, cluttered, and filled with documents and photographs. Liam's eyes fell on a box marked Harrison. Inside were legal papers and letters. As he read, the truth struck him like a thunderbolt. Catherine's late husband had been financially ruined by Liam's father, leaving her destitute and grieving. The marriage was no act of kindness. It was her revenge. The door creaked behind him. Catherine stood there, her face shadowed but her voice sharp. You couldn't leave it alone, could you? She said coldly. Now, you'll face the truth. Liam stood frozen, the weight of the truth pressing down on him. You manipulated me, he said, his voice trembling with both anger and sorrow. Catherine stepped forward, her icy composure faltering. You think I wanted this? Your father destroyed everything. My husband. My life, she said, her voice breaking for the first time. But I'm not my father, Liam replied, his tone steady now. You let your pain consume you, Catherine. This isn't justice, it's destruction. Silence hung heavy in the room before Catherine exhaled deeply, a flicker of regret crossing her face. Maybe you're right, she whispered. But it's too late for me. No, Liam said firmly. It's not. Let's end this here, with honesty, not vengeance. Together they stepped out of the room, both silently vowing to leave the shadows behind. As Liam walked away from the mansion, the air felt lighter. The burden of deception finally lifted. Catherine's parting words echoed in his mind. It's never too late to change. Holding her letter of apology, he resolved to break the cycle of pain, embracing forgiveness and a future built on hope.